here we go again. Now, tried to tighten one of the wheels. The screw seemed to be loose and the wheel seemed to be just wobbling in and out a little too much. So I tried to tighten the screw. It was a mistake. It was running fine. I could have left it alone, but now I got to put it back together. And putting this thing back together is almost impossible. Those gears are not trapped. The main shaft is not trapped until you get the cap on the top. And the wheels want to, there's little pins on either one. I'll show you in here a second here. There's little pins here that want to fall out. Oops, almost knocked it out that time there. But these little pins want to fall out. These are actually the drive pins on each side for the wheel. And of course, being an old shaky man, it doesn't help either. But you can see, while I'm in here, I'll go ahead. There's your can style motor. It's got a servo in here that's an 81 size, HS81 size servo in there. It drives through a plastic link. You've got 3 gears here. This one here is discolored because there's actually a grease trap that it rides in. These other ones have no grease on them at all. This has a nylon bearing in it. There's another nylon bearing there. Now, the trick is to get all the parts in there without something popping out, because you got some spring-loaded shocks up here that want to pop out of those little knobs there. And on the back of the case, this is just for anybody, there's 2 tabs that have to hook over the back of the case and then pull forward, and then this drops down on top of it. Now, yesterday I did the same thing, but basically took it apart and had a dickens of a time getting it back together because of the tires. The tires were pushing and pulling at me, and I just couldn't get it done. So I decided that I was going to straighten it out, and this time, and take the tires off, both tires off. Now, the tires have a fine thread. Where's that? There it is. Have a fine thread screw. It's the only fine thread screw that I've found so far. And the reason that I couldn't get that one to tighten out is that it was beginning to, it had a blob of plastic on the end of it, and it was just sitting there and spinning. And the tire was pretty loose, so maybe I'll get something good out of this. Keep it check for a little while. Now that the spindles, where are the spindles at? Here. The spindles, I did take and put a little grease on this in the spindles here, because that's actually a main bearing here. I wouldn't take it apart just to do that, but since I had it apart, I put a little white lithium grease on that. Might cause me more trouble, might pick up more dirt than it's worth, but since I got it open, I thought I'd give it a shot. Now this is a toy grade. I have no idea what it looks like inside of a untoy grade, but this is a toy grade, and it runs terrific. It does everything I want it to do. It's not too fast to be used for FPV. If you go too fast with FPV, forget it. It's not gonna. You're gonna have a dickens of a time, unless you're on just a flat open schoolyard or something. But no, I took it down the woods and run it through the woods FPV, and it was great. You know, pretty much I got some plans for FPV just to do actual work. So this will be and get away from here, cat. Cat likes to get up here on my workbench. You get up here on my workbench and make a mess, I'm going to have me skin cat. At any rate, man, he drives me nuts. Never know if I got whether my parts are gone or not. He's just like to sit. He'll sit up here and just take every little part and batter it on the ground. I have to clean up here. So while he's up here, I'm going to call the end of this, and maybe I'll try to upload it a little later, and maybe somebody will get some good out of it. Thank you for watching.